Hello and welcome to Urban Sports Beat. I'm your host, Troy Hackley. Former high school basketball star Akil Carr was recently invited to the Houston Rockets D-League team. Before Akil left, he continues to inspire youth to chase their dreams.
And the foul, getting used to us, the fans of Akil Carr. He'll go to the line for one more. Here in the second quarter.
Young man got a name, the Crime Stopper. They call him the Crime Stopper because every time he played in Baltimore City, the crime rate dropped, literally. I mean, you see it size-wise, that's what they always were telling me back then. I was too little, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. But I mean, I just kept that chip on my shoulder. At all times, I kept the chip on my shoulder. So, I mean, I'm gonna start off like this. 6 years old, I played basketball in my first organized basketball game. I was a football player, I love football. And I played running back, so you know how that go when you playing running back and you're a football player. So, I mean, all right, 6 years old, I played my first league game. It was BNBL. We played the team called Bentlow Bombers. They was like the best. It was Coach Weasel team, you know them. I mean, they was like the best team in the area. And that was like a West Side team, and I played for an East Side team. Man, my first time ever playing on the court with referees. I got out there, I was double dribbling. I just kept double dribbling. Like the first 4 times, I didn't never like play with a referee before. I just used to get out there and try to do my little stuff. I never would shoot the ball. I used to dribble the air out the ball. They used to always say, pass the ball, Kale, pass the ball. I used to dribble the ball, and I was 6 years old. But then I realized like this the game that I love, so I had to really take it as I gotta work 10 times harder than the next man. Cause I know it's another person in another state, another city, working 10 times harder than me. So I'm gonna say my 6th grade, my 6 years old, my first game, I had 35 points. The first half, I doubled the ball. The first quarter, I doubled the ball probably 20 times. I doubled the ball 20 times. So my father set me on the bench. He was my coach. He set me on the bench, he cussed me out. I was crying. He put me back in the game. The second half, I scored 32 points. I had 5 points I had 37. At the end of the game, I had 37 in an 8-minute quarter. Game, it was stop the clock. I had 37 points, my first game ever. 7 years old, I played against Bentlow again in the championship. They beat us by 20. I was crying, I had an attitude problem. I was screaming, I was doing everything bad. Like no other teams wanted to touch me. I couldn't play with no other kids. I only could play with my father because I had an attitude problem. But that shows me that basketball, yeah, you can have an attitude, but it's a certain attitude that you keep in basketball. You don't have an attitude that you'll take trying to fight people on the other team. Bad sportsmanship, not helping people out, trying to hurt people. But I ain't know what I was doing. I just was out there playing basketball, and I know if I ain't win, I was a loser. And I hated to be a loser. That was just my competitive in me because I was so little, everybody bigger than me, and I played older. My father never let me play young. He always let me play older, so I just was growing up a little tough, so we played against Coach Weasel team. My 7-year-old, we lost by 20. The next year we come back, 8 and under. We beat them by 20. So it just was showing me that every day that I went to practice after that, I worked hard. Because Coach Weasel team had everybody on their team that I always wanted to play with. But I couldn't never play on their team because of my attitude, and it hurted me a lot. That's all I'm saying right now. Like, your attitude is gonna take you a long way. Right now, I'm playing professional basketball. I've been playing professional basketball since I was 17 years old. Soon I came out of high school, I went to Patterson High School. Y'all can look me up on YouTube when y'all get some time. I went to Patterson High School. My 9th grade year, I played varsity. My first game of my 9th grade year, I had a triple-double. We won. I had a great career in my 9th grade year, but we lost first round in the playoffs. I was still wilding out. I started crying again. I went back to the old kid. When this high school from 6 years old to high school. So I started crying, I started wilding out. My coach set me down. Next school year, 10th grade come in. My team going to practice November 15th. My team was going to practice. Coach came to my class and told me I ain't gonna be able to play on the team this year. But he was just testing me to see what I was gonna do. I'm gonna say like 3 days later, my whole situation as far as that is, don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't do that. Don't ever let nobody tell you you're too little. Just put that more fire to the fruit. That's what I say. I'm gonna say, if you ain't with me, you getting rolled over. That's all. And I'm gonna say, as far as my pro career right now, I've been going through a little bit of obstacles. Like, I got released from some teams. Like, yeah, it ain't all about basketball. It's some situations don't be meant for the players or your role, not for this team, and somebody else has that role. I got released from a couple teams. But my biggest accomplishment, I made it to the NBA D-League.
So if you go on YouTube, you'll see all his clips. Go on YouTube, Akil Carr, you'll see all his clips. And the amazing thing is because don't let size, when people tell you you're too small, don't let that be a factor to hold you back. Because I seen him do it against all the giants.
You're watching Urban Sports Beat. We will be right back.
That's going to do it for this edition of Urban Sports Beat. And don't forget to check us out on our website, urbansportsbeat.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I want to thank my fine staff. Without their help, this show would not be possible. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.